What is up, Tapples, and welcome to another guide for VGC Draft League. This is the final guide, and we'll be guiding you, a lot of guides right there, on how to actually play your draft matches. I'm here with Spades again.
Hello.
And yeah, let's get into it. So, first, you gotta look at their team. Obviously, in team preview, they have your 6 versus their 6. And what you should realize is what things were you expecting, what things were you not expecting, and you have to identify the threats on their team. What mons are getting KOs and what mons are obviously support. Then see what they have to bring to counter you, and obviously expect the unexpected. I did a full analysis on how to encounter team preview in my VGC Basics playlist. So if you haven't already, check that out. Link in the description. But yeah, expect the unexpected. What else do you gotta say about this? Spades.
Not just look at their team. Understand what potential leads they have, what potential items they have on those mons. It's much easier to get a visualize of what their game plan is when you see their team of 6.
That's why Frisk is so good.
Yeah, so it's important for you to understand immediately what their goal is in this matchup, and if the team that you brought can defeat that goal.
Right. So next up, we got stick to your plan. Do what worked in your mocks until it doesn't, because obviously, like, you practiced a bunch, and if you see something that you practiced against, you can lead something and then win from there. If you prepared well. Obviously, if you didn't prepare well, then lead your best option according to just like regular team building rules. But yeah, don't try to hard read game 1, because it most likely won't pay off. But if you do expect something and you saw that they've always brought, like, let's say a Scarf Mon, right? Then you can try and hard read them, I guess. But in game 1, you kind of just want to gather information while you're trying to win, because game 2 is when it really matters.
Yeah, and about the do what works in mocks until it doesn't part. There were times in Draft League where actually I led something that I never led in mocks that ended up working,
right?
But it's not as reliable as what you were preparing. Sometimes if you're completely caught off guard, you have to adjust.
Mm-hmm.
But more often than not, it's better if you stick to the plan you went in with, because you know that plan much better, and you'll do it much better, obviously.
Right. These are all theoreticals, and it's kind of hard to imagine, but I expect you guys to like watch this video while you're trying to build for your own draft league. So yeah. So then we get to adapting. So obviously, if you won game 1, then you could either do the same thing and try and win from there, or you could lead something else to totally throw your opponent off. But your opponent might hard read you that you do the same thing or lead something else. So it's kind of up to your choice. And if the leads that you went game 1 like really destroyed your opponent's team, I would lead them again, just because it's a very safe option. Or you could think about, oh, do they have anything to counter what I just led and what I won with? If you lost game 1, then you could see if there's a different leader strategy that opens up because of what your opponent did game 1, right? Let's say they lead like Colossal and you have a ground type in the back, right? So maybe you should put it in the front to destroy the Colossal. Or you could try and predict what your opponent will do game 2. So in the same scenario, if you won game 1, that's what your opponent is thinking. Should I do the same thing, or should I lead something else to throw my opponent off? So you can kind of try. You have to kind of hard read them at that point, because you're in a tough spot. But if you prepare well and you position well, then you can really like win your games. Some matchups are kind of just unwinnable though. Some teams just get destroyed by one strategy or just like one thing.
Yeah, oftentimes what I look for a game 2 is if it depends on how game 1 played out, because there are times where game 1 was scammed away by hacks.
Okay, that's fine. That's not so bad. And then I get fully paralyzed.
Chances are you or your opponent's going to lead the same thing if it was favorable for them. So you can get little bits of reads. Like the art of reading an opponent's lead is quite complex.
Yeah.
But there are good tips that you can like put into place. So
yeah.
I'll give another example. In one of my draft leagues, my opponent did not lead something that beat Dragapult Colossal. And I was like, oh, he just won. He's probably gonna do that again.
On this channel.
Yeah, he just won, so he'll probably do the same thing again. So I'm like, oh, I'll just lead Dragapult Colossal, and I ended up winning that game because of the lead. So leads are extremely important. like getting the opening right and adjusting your lead to position yourself better is what you want to be doing. So if you can get any edges in your matchup at all, leads are the easiest way points are won and lost.
It's true. If you lead well versus if you lead not well, then like positioning is everything in this game of 4-on-4. You don't want to waste a turn switching out a mon because you forgot to lead it. So you want to just like position well.
Yeah.
That's kind of it. This is a very short video, I guess, because it's very dependent on what you actually have in front of you. But these are just things to think about, and figure out how you can win.
Yeah. I guess one other thing is, whatever information was revealed in game 1, make sure you take note of that.
Yeah, some people even have like a pen and paper ready. They say, okay, I frisked them, or I figured out, oh, this is life orb, so that means nothing else has a life orb, or this is focus ash, so that means I can one-hit KO it, right? Or this is scarf because clearly it outsped me, or this is choice band because I did the calc and only choice band KOs me, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all the information you should take down. Or this thing is assault vest, so it doesn't have protect. Things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, this is just one of those like strategies for thought videos. So hope you guys enjoyed. Shorter video. Please like and subscribe, and you guys know what to do. Hit that bell. See you in the next one. Bye.
Peace.